Merry Father's Day.
Hey, it's Friday night. You must be with the Whiskey Round Table. Oh, we got all kinds of fun going on tonight. Hey.
Yeah.
We are your hosts.
Big G.
Karen Ellen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Urban Bob.
All right. We got a full house at the table here tonight.
We do.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know why, we're so, just at the skin of our teeth. We're just, running in with...
Yeah.
And then...
Although I know you guys were sitting down here having fun, I was upstairs mopping floors.
Sleeping, snoring. We heard you snoring through the...
Did you hear?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I fell down.
I don't know if it was snoring.
God only knows.
Well.
God only knows.
I was a busy boy.
Why? What were you doing? Sleeping?
Making sure everybody's going to eat after the show.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready to make Miss Shauna some popcorn?
Yeah, baby.
Whoop whoop.
She said,
Shauna
if you
in the
don't,
house.
she whispered in my ear, if you don't bring me some popcorn down, I will be pushing you down the steps.
Not
And I said,
again.
don't worry, I got you covered.
You've satisfied a woman tonight.
Oh, hey, that's a first.
She's been over there.
First in years, I ain't gonna lie to you.
She's been over there playing Betsy Ross sewing dog toys clothes.
She has been too.
Oh,
She's like,
my
give me
goodness.
something to do. Do you have needle and thread?
You're gonna start sewing the Whiskey Round
Is that
Table
what you were
flag.
sewing? The pillow?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, really, we spent $2 on it at Walmart. You really don't
Thank you,
have to
Miss
sew
Shauna.
it.
Thank you very much.
Well, you
Miss
just saved $2. You put it in the bourbon budget now.
Didn't you? Wasn't one of those machines that you put the quarter in?
No, actually I do really well at those. I love those. Every time we see one, I have to stop and play those claw machines. And he's like, really?
Yeah. I don't even
I'm
go to. I don't even go to the casinos and play slot machines.
Yeah, I mean,
I play the change machine. It's even money.
I'm a donator. I'm never one of those. Gets
Oh, it
in.
happens.
Anyway, what do we got on the scroll, kids?
I don't know. I'm not even there yet.
Oh shoot. Okay.
It's the first full day of fall. It's hard to believe already. Here we are,
And my leaves are already
I
falling.
left, it was summer, and now I'm back, it's fall. It's weird.
Oh, you were gone?
I was gone.
Oh.
You went to Florida.
I
Yeah.
was away.
Like we didn't notice. You left us here with Bob.
Oh, good Lord. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, Doug, do you have anything that you want to share from your trip, or is this all stuff you can't say? What happens in Scotland stays in Scotland.
You weren't in the pool again with you know who, were you?
Yeah, I had that picture.
No,
ready
that's
to go,
I have to
too.
go to Iceland for that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
wherever.
gonna find that. I'm gonna
But
put that out.
I had a great trip to Scotland. I walked and drove through lots of Scotland and visited lots of distilleries, castles, the works, and saw a great concert. So all those things. It was really enjoyable. 2 weeks is a good amount of time to kind of feel ready to come home. I think at least I was. But lots of good whiskey, lots of good distillery visits.
Cool.
What concert did you see?
Echo and the Bunnymen. They
Yeah, we were just talking about them. Yes.
they played their Whole Ocean Rain album cover to cover in Edinburgh at Asher Hall in Edinburgh, and with the Liverpool Philharmonic, and so it was a memorable night. We were in the third row. I bought the tickets like a year ago or something. I don't know, it was a ridiculous time ago. I didn't even remember where we were. I found out we were like third row. It was a nice, perfect evening. And,
Awesome.
but there was so much good whiskey, which will all compile into some type of future whiskey wizard. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
We spent a lot of time on Isla, which is kind of the whiskey
I see
epicenter as far as I'm
you
concerned.
were at Lefroy.
I was at Lefroy, Ardbeg, Lagavulin,
Did you find anything
Bunnahabhain.
at Lefroy or no?
Colilla, of course, my favorite.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I did find stuff. I brought back several bottles. A lot of times they'd go, you can just go online and,
Right.
you can go online and get it, have it shipped to you, so.
That's not as fun.
That's not.
That's not as
nice
fun.
Anybody can do that.
It's nice to bring stuff back. we're going through customs. It was funny. Sean, are you bringing back any whiskey, anything like that? Sean goes, no, nothing. I'm like, yes, you are. You're bringing back 3 bottles. And the customs agent's looking at her. Well, why is he having to tell you?
Somebody else packed your bags.
And I would have said, I didn't want her to know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, she knew what was going on.
But thanks
She was-
anyway.
She was having a bit of fun with us.
She's
I
wanting to
think.
know where her favorite dresses and jackets are, and he had to take those out to put the whiskey in.
But since we went through Dublin, like they do the whole customs there. Once we landed in Cleveland, we just got off the plane and got our bags like any other flight. So
Cool.
anyway,
Awesome.
So-
How many hour flight?
7.5.
Oh, that's not bad. Jeez, what was it, 20
Well,
hours?
I think we went from Toronto to Amsterdam,
Yeah,
and then from Amsterdam to Belgrade, and I think total was like 14
Oh
hours.
yeah, that's a lot.
Goran told me it was like almost 20 hours.
And then I had to like run through I couldn't spend any time in Amsterdam and do anything fun.
Yeah.
I had to run from one end of the airport to the other end of the airport. That was
Catch a
it.
flight.
I
Yeah.
took the golf cart.
I know. A lot of my travel mates who were there for the first week on the high-low
Yeah.
missed their connecting flights.
Oh.
Their
no.
whole system's all screwed up over there. So
I was going to ask you about that. I said,
yeah,
we never
British
made a
Airlines
bottle.
we did it right with the whole Dublin thing because we went to Dublin, spent the night, then I flew to Glasgow. I went on the way back. We spent the night in Dublin. Went on a cool ghost tour. Karen would have liked it.
Mm.
We went
does
to
it every
some
time she walks in the
scary
bathroom.
graveyards in
Turns on the
Dublin, and really like places are like from the 10th century.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, it was.
I just
pretty
have to answer. I'm listening to you,
Yeah.
but I just have to answer. Yeah, when he's standing in front of the toilet. That's
You're
when
like,
I turn
wow,
on the light and go, oh my god.
Oh my God, it's a large
Anyway,
skeleton.
all kinds of
Large
things we'll
skeleton.
try to
Sorry.
cover in a future
Poor guy.
Whiskey Wizard. So that's enough for the intro. I think we in the interest of time, right, we should probably move on to the scroll or.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Or
say,
what
Greg, you
whiskey
had
we're
asked
talking
who
about.
was on the scroll. Of course, we have Shauna, who's in the house live with us.
Yeah. Shauna's here.
We have who also escorted you on a week of your
Yes,
trip
she was
to
with me.
Scotland.
For lots of driving around Scotland.
We got
Needed
Rob
her
up
for our
north.
luggage.
Rob up north's here, all
Rob
right?
up north.
Rob up north and
Looks like he's camping. I'm not sure.
cousin Phil. Cousin Phil, what are
Cousin
you
Yeah.
Phil,
drinking?
what's going on?
Cousin
bud?
Phil, all right.
What's the matter? Who?
I'm just
what?
reading the bottle. That's all.
Oh, so Bob, do you have a cigar?
Right now, no. I just have one of Greg's special blends here that I'll probably light up in a little bit. I've already cut, so I don't have to get in front of the camera.
There's more if you want.
Oh no, doing good right now.
Is that
wanna
one of
try-
the
you wanna
Royal
try one?
This is
Havanas?
one of the, no, I have. I'm gonna try the special
Okay.
Greg blend.
All right. Well.
Is that Dave's
It's
special?
a Royal Havana. Yes.
Well, then, sorry.
Made for
Another
Well,
Dave,
it's
another
act-
plug.
It's actually
Havana,
it
or-
actually is that cigar is actually the Whiskey Roundtable cigar.
The whiskey roundtable cigar, then yes, because he didn't get the bands on him yet.
I didn't put the bands on them. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
So I got a new moniker now. So everything I got to do has got to be whiskey roundtable.
Amen.
I'm not going to be having the old logos
Otherwise, we
anymore.
don't let you in the house. We lock the door. We put the guard dogs out there. You got to watch them. You know.
Yeah, they
Little
might
ankle
pee on
biters.
you.
Yeah, they might like.
I'll pee on him back. It's
There you go.
okay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Phil Weaver says he is drinking 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen.
H2O.
I
What?
got it, but
Lake
like
Erie
what?
Highball.
Phil, what's going on?
Are you not feeling well?
You okay?
Yeah, we
bump
gotta.
your head.
We gotta know the story behind that because normally you'd be drinking a high ABV, high IBU beer of some sort.
Too many acronyms.
Yeah. You're right. Mama's
He's usually
not pregnant,
drinking
is
a
she?
really good
Just
beer.
checking. All right.
That's what
Yeah.
Doug's trying to say.
Hey, Karen's drinking beer again.
Absolutely.
Same ones from last week or something new.
Cleveland's
Schnitzel.
own brew kettle.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't have any Schnitzel beer.
Oh, I thought that
I
was a
gotta go
Schnitzel
get some.
problem.
Oh, brew kettle.
Schnitzel.
Kettle's good.
Greg, did you mention what you were smoking? I'm sorry.
The 660
Yeah.
Whiskey Roundtable cigar. That
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Whiskey
Nice.
round table cigars.
Yes.
We like that.
Yeah. So
And I don't see her on the scroll, but
Who's
I'm
she?
going to wish Karen B a happy birthday.
Right?
Karen B.
Yes.
The other Karen B.
The other Karen B. Yes.
Okay.
She usually joins us. She's not always like right there, but she'll join
Well,
in
it's her
usually.
birthday, so she's probably with Frank and
She's
Tom
having
and
fun.
Kathy doing her thing. I called her earlier, but I sent her the messenger, but I called her to say
So
happy
she-
birthday, but she didn't respond, so it's fine.
She shares a birthday with Albert the
Yep.
4th.
Yep.
Well, actually, his was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They just did a
Yeah.
party
Oh, okay.
today. Yeah.
All
So
right.
Albert, unfortunately, I don't. Did you make it?
No, I told him we weren't going to make it.
So Albert, who sometimes sits in, he was here last week. His son had his second birthday, and we missed it today. So
Oh, he'll have another one next year.
he will have another one next year. So
Well, happy birthday, Albert
the fourth.
Santilli the
Of
4th.
course, yeah.
Phil
Yeah.
says he's not drinking any
Jazz and
more
some
or
Or
any,
any
less.
less.
Ah, good man. Good man. All right, let's move on,
You
kids.
gotta hydrate.
All right.
Hydrate.
Gotta hydrate.
So
Gotta
is it,
coordinate.
is it
Gotta
time to take a look at today's whiskey?
Sure.
We got whiskey?
So,
Wow, that's
Yeah.
just move it along.
We got
Man,
Must
put
have dozed
that
off
truck in
somewhere.
here. Move it on.
I must have dozed off.
All right, well, let's take a ride on the bottle cam this week, see what we have in store for everyone. Be right back.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
And we're passing bottles.
All right.
And we're
Nothing they
back.
haven't seen before.
During the break, I did a old flashback. Lolly, 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 get your adverbs.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock always rocks.
Yeah.
Conjunction
Best.
junction.
I
Zeros,
had
my
my
dear.
own verbiage, but anyway, we
Oh,
don't hear
boy.
about that.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not a kid show, so
The dice clay of conjunction junction.
exactly. Little Miss Muffet. No, okay. Enough of that.
So
But
it's
yes,
a
we are a whiskey show, kids.
Yes.
And I am really, really excited to try this one. So
Me too.
it was. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, when I saw what we were doing, getting recalibrated and tuning back into everything, I saw that and I'm like, oh, that's a great whiskey to
Well, I mean,
come
it was
back to.
yeah, it was billed as the world's greatest whiskey.
It was
I know.
voted the
world's-
world's best
Okay.
bourbon at
Well,
the
we'll see about that.
2023 San Francisco
So-
Spirits Competition. And
I
just
wasn't
to,
going to miss this.
just to give you an idea, this was in the 11-year and over category.
Yeah.
So that's the first release bottle, and there was two other ones that were different blended as well. So anyway, so I just bought
Nice.
one. It was like I think $125.
Oh, that's not what it says on the
What's
website.
it say on-
anymore.
well,
I'm
what's it
gonna
say
bet
now?
it's a lot more than that.
200.
Yeah.
I should have bought the other two, but anyway.
Yeah, but see, what's really cool is all the competitions. It seems like in the bourbon world and whiskey world, it seems like all the competitions
So
that,
that-
matter.
I've had
are
that
out of
bottle
San Francisco.
probably 4 years, 3 or 4
Really?
years. The first release. You know where I bought it at?
So it's now a 17-year-old.
Chagrin Valley Beverage back in the day.
Okay,
So
okay.
just to tell you where it came from.
Because I looked on OHLQ's website trying to find it, and it is not available in the area
No.
anymore.
Nope.
So they did say it was going to be a limited
Correct.
release. So if you don't have it,
Maybe we should pour the whiskey back in there. I'll get some Jim Beam and pour it out there.
do you have any black velvet? No, just-
Let's bring that Chavez
Well,
back.
we have to save that for our
That Chevys
April
was good.
Fool's episode.
I'm anxious to get into the Halloween stuff because we have the special surprise bottle that we've been building
Oh boy.
for the Halloween shows. It'd be fun.
and
And-
you
Nice.
picked up a nice
I
one.
just ordered
Don't say what it is.
Oh, okay. I ordered one that I think fits the theme very nicely.
Cool.
It's also a very good bourbon, so that'll be another one I've been looking forward to trying.
So Halloween as well. I'm not going to say what we're doing, but just keep it to ourselves. But we're gonna have a little surprise
Calgon.
for one of the shows, so that'll be
Okay.
fun as well. So, all right, let's roll, kids.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back to my notes. So when I first saw that we were doing this, I got a little nervous. I have to be honest with you, because this product comes from Augusta Distillery. And what was that Canadian whiskey that we did? It was Augusta something like that. Right? I know. It's like.
Are you talking about the?
What was that? It was terrible that we
Hang
tried.
on. I'm gonna
got
ask a
little
friend.
Worried. Well, I can go back
Can you
in
use
my
one of your
notes
lifelines
here.
on the front?
That
Yeah.
should have been one of our April Fool's bottles, honest
Yeah,
to
it
Pete,
was
because
horrible.
Augusta disgusting.
was terrible. I thought we did it last season, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was awful, and I knew as soon as we said we were going to do a Canadian, I got a little nervous, and there was good reason. So I was a little afraid when you guys picked this bottle for this week, because I was like, oh, maybe
Alberta.
Maybe
That was
Alberta.
I was just reaching out to my guy. So
Yes.
yes, and
Oh.
I bought. Everybody talk. Oh, you gotta get this. So I buy 2 bottles.
And you still have
2
one and a
bottles.
half.
No.
Oh no,
That was just
No.
borderline. You could call it.
he
whiskey.
gave those away.
I gave them away,
Oh, my
and
God.
one of the people that I gave it away to, he's like, you know what? It's fantastic if you want to make a Manhattan. So that way we always do that.
Really?
But so he says, and that's fine. So he got one that was Mark Anderson, and I forget who I gave the other one to, but I remember me and Kurt sitting at this table.
Could make Mad Hatters with it.
Oof, it was.
What's a Mad Hatter?
I spent
Well, it's-
spent $200 in
it's a-
that. What would you call that?
It's a whiskey that
Toilet
makes-
bowl cleaner.
that-
Yeah, it was
it's-
terrible.
you might-
Absolutely
it has
terrible.
toxins in it. Makes you crazy.
Well, that's just the old bathtub gin stuff,
Exactly.
man. It's, why Prohibition, where all the famous cocktails came from, is Prohibition, because you had the crap whiskey.
That's it.
Well, and I got really afraid,
Go ahead.
and I thought that's what we were drinking, but it isn't.
Thank
It's not
God.
Alberta.
Maybe we
Not
should do a
Canadian.
show of the worst whiskeys ever.
We
Well,
did
we
that
have-
one time.
Oh, that's our
yeah, we
April
won't do
Fool's
that
show.
anymore.
It's
Good.
bottom shelf.
Kentucky
Oh no,
Gentleman is
I
no
got
gentleman.
one that's.
Who can bring the worst whiskey?
Oh, I think I
Smells
got a
like
contender.
All right.
Okay.
I got a contender for that one.
But Augusta Distillery, it is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
If you would, think where Cincinnati is and where Lexington, Kentucky is, it's like right in the middle of both of those,
Yeah.
and it sits on the Ohio River. It's waterfront
Okay.
property right
All right.
there. In addition to the 13-year, which is their winner, again, world's best bourbon, it has a 15-year. It has a brand called Old Route 8, which I thought was really cool
Yeah.
because
We have an
we
Old
have an
Route
Old
8,
Route
yeah,
8 here.
Right, yeah.
And it also has a River Proof series. So I did not check to see if any of those were available. I will tell you this bottle, if you do want to try it, it was not on OHLQ's website, but Lizardville did have it. So there are 3 Lizardvilles. I'm sorry, East Siders, it is not at the Bedford Heights store, but it is at the Brecksville and it is at the Copley location.
All right.
Okay.
You can get a shot of it for $16.25 or a long pour for $24.50.
Was
Nice.
they don't? But Bedford doesn't. Bedford,
Bedford
had it.
Heights, according to the Lizardville
I
website,
just wanna
Bedford
make sure
Heights
it's fun.
did not have it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So shall we pass this out and do a nose?
Well, I'm
hang
almost.
on.
I'm
You're almost done?
I'm-
I'm getting anxious.
Obviously.
Yes, I'm thirsty.
Breathe. Breathe.
I know we're like running through this show.
All right,
No,
let's-
man.
Slow down, kids.
Come
Slow
on.
down. Slow down.
It's
Okay.
a marathon, not a race.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, whatever that saying is. Anyway.
It's a walk for children.
Anyway, when I say it's $24.50 for a long pour, it sounds expensive, but really, we always say
Stupid.
Lizardville is extremely Reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
$16.25 for a shot would probably be $40 or $50 anywhere else.
No, that's true. Their prices are
They're
very
very reasonable.
Very slight. Yes, they are. I agree.
So it is not in the stores, but if you want to get it, check out Lizardville. We do that quite often ourselves, and give things a try. It is $200 a bottle. It is 13 years old, and it is aged in new charred oak barrels.
Well, it had
Well, it
better
definitely
be.
looks
If
like
it's a
at least a
bourbon.
4-char
Right.
for sure.
Well, it's definitely got that Ohio rust color.
Yeah.
I love that.
It
It's a
has
gorgeous
that-
color.
It is beautiful. So we'll get to that shortly.
How can we make Christmas ornaments out of that?
I don't know.
That's a pretty,
Being
pretty
a higher proof, those glasses were half full before we
Pretty
started.
bourbon.
They're evaporating pretty quick.
Ruh-roh. Mash bill. Mash
Good.
bill, I found
Great.
it says 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% malted
No.
barley.
That's a good match.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys.
And the proof is?
It is 122 proof.
Beautiful.
That's what I'm talking about.
Why are you-
LPR.
Hey,
That
it's
certainly doesn't suck.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Tell me.
so now. Okay, Bob, come on.
Come on, Bob.
Now, oh, no,
Now,
Bob,
pass it
what
out.
are you
Come on.
doing?
What are you
Come on,
waiting
Bob.
on?
welcome back, Doug.
Waiting on you now.
Come on.
Oh, that is a
It
The
is
color is amazing.
gorgeous mahogany. Wow, that's beautiful.
gorgeous.
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 New word from over the seas.
Gorgeous.
Say it with the accent.
It's quite gorgeous.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pick up on all that stupid shit. Okay.
a little heavy. It's a little
But no, I mean, it is a dark color. I would love to know. Wait a minute. I said it was new oak barrels, right? So it's
Yeah.
not like a
New charter.
New charred oak
Oloroso
bourbon?
cask,
Nope,
or it's
nope.
nothing
Not
like
finished.
that. And
Nothing
for the,
fancy.
And for bourbon, that's pretty common. I mean, that's more the norm.
A bourbon by law has to be in a new
yeah,
But I
charred
mean,
oak wood carol.
the
But I mean, there's no
non-finished.
finish.
it's no
Yeah.
finish.
No finish or anything else. That's just an amazing
Yeah,
color
it's
for
just-
just being straight
This
oak.
is just a good old, well-aged Kentucky bourbon. I think that's what we're going to be looking at
Yeah,
here,
not
right?
a French oak. Yeah, it's an American oak.
And
yeah.
I would say I'm curious as to what char they used on these barrels.
It's
I
gotta
mean,
be
it's got to
4
be
or
at
5
least
for
a
sure.
4.
Well, remember, we've talked about that before. It's spent 13 years in a barrel. So
True.
it's time and char together that ultimately give you
And a
whatever,
toast.
yeah.
So it'd be nice to know
And
what
the
the
toast.
what the toast on the barrel
Yeah.
was also, because they do a char and a toast.
All right, let's try this
Ooh,
first. Let's
God,
let's
that's
smell it.
Yep.
nice.
Oh, I can't
Oh,
wait. I was
man.
I was enjoying looking at the color, which is so beautiful. But time to nose.
I couldn't wait.
Got a little ethanol.
Ooh,
Very
Yes.
little for being high proof.
I know
True. Very
for
true.
that proof.
I like it because it reminds me of wild turkey on the nose. Total wild turkey nose to me.
I get that. I get that little bit of that candy bowl,
Man.
It smells
Caram-
sweet. It does. smell sweet.
caramel, vanilla, and then I get in some.
I'm getting a berry again. Another cherryish, fruitish type thing. That's.
Shauna, do you
Yeah.
have you? Okay, good. You do have a glass.
I'm surprised there's the lack of ethanol in there.
It's got.
I mean,
It's got.
there's no.
There's just a little bit of it, but
122
it's not.
I
It's
mean,
not
it's-
overpowering at all.
And it's yeah, I get some. It's like candy apple. It's like it's like if you like a carameled apple
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
red
there's
apple.
definitely a caramel.
I'd say definitely
Dark
some
caramel.
caramel. It's sweet. I would say candy sweet, but why not?
A little of
Nope.
that candy. Not I get corn.
There-
It's almost like candy corn, which is appropriate for the first day of
74.
fall.
And you know,
4% corn,
people go a
yeah.
lot of leather. I'm getting like suede. I mean, I'm getting like a
can see
suede,
that.
not
There
leather,
was
but
something
suede.
in
Yeah.
there a little bit leathery. Yes.
Like when you would walk into like the Wilsons.
Right,
leather shop.
exactly, exactly. The leather shop. I was thinking more Spencer's, that little adult
Yeah.
section, but
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
It's nice. It's very tender on the nose for sure.
It is. It is. For 122 proof, I'm very surprised.
What do you got?
On the nose, it says he already went in. So don't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
On the nose, the website for Buckner says antique wood, wet soil, dry corn, pulls forward from a honeyed vanilla palate.
Okay.
What's interesting is I also have the notes from the judges at the San Francisco World Spirit Competition
What they
and
say?
what they got out of it.
Okay.
They said milk chocolate, cinnamon, spice.
I could
No,
see
that's from the
that.
taste though, not the smell, right? Or that just a
That's
the
just the
nose?
nose.
Okay.
That's
No, I'm
just
not getting
the nose.
chocolate or cinnamon at all.
Me
I
neither.
can see chocolate.
see
The
it.
wet,
I
the
can
wet
see 'em.
soil, kind of like that might be the leathery.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think
You know,
I'd rather drink something that smelled suedey or leathery than wet soil.
Well, you know, if they're talk about wet soil, you know, when they if it's aged 13 years, you're
Yeah.
gonna have that little
Must.
bit of
Yeah.
grassy, earthy kind of. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll tell you what, I it says it's definitely a nose that says drink me. So
all right.
Get in my belly.
Get in my belly, right knee.
you crazy daft bastard.
All right, you got to talk about that the rest of the night, though. Right?
I
So
believe
we're gonna dive
when
into
I was in
this.
Scotland,
Oh, yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
stop talking like
Good.
that.
We're gonna dive into this.
Yeah, Bob already has. He's
All
on the
right.
phone.
Good.
Okay.
You okay? You all right?
That'll put Eric
I'm only
in
2
there.
sips in,
Okay.
so I mean,
You
I
don't
don't
want that.
really, I don't really like to try anything until 3 sips in.
Oh my gosh.
That's
I'm
a
not
good,
even a bourbon lover. I mean, like really, if
That's
I
a-
had my pick, I would go for scotch.
That's a good.
It definitely has heat, but it goes away pretty quick.
Sweet.
I would say I get the cinnamon out of the flavor now that I've tried
On
it.
the
I didn't
palate.
get a lot out of the nose. I really didn't. If anybody was watching,
very
I really
barky.
didn't say much.
I get caramel. I get a little like buttercream and
I could say buttercream.
buttercream and like a toastiness, like a really nice cinnamon toast.
Very thin on the
Bring it
tongue, though. Very watery, not very.
I thought it would
Thick.
be a little more.
I thought it would be a little
thicker,
thicker.
a little mouthfeel, but
Yeah, it's a little thin, but it's right there. I mean, it's like you said. There's a peppery. There's a good black pepper taste.
I'm not getting the honey, but I'll tell you what I do have in my palate is peach.
Oh, very interesting.
I would say I would say more like a. What's the herb? Tea. It's like a
Tea leaf,
tea leaf. Not I don't know if
Not a
it's
bourbon,
tea.
not a
Some
black
kind
tea.
of herb. I'm getting.
It is, and that very well could be because it is a little bit dry, just a little bit
Yeah.
dry. You agree with that?
The dryness.
Got a little
comes-
dryness
Yeah,
to it.
it's
Just a
there.
little bit to
It's-
let you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Even
definitely
on
from
the-
the oak.
On the legs, it's dry.
I was expecting more sweet from the nose,
Yeah.
but it's
I was expecting more.
good.
I was
It's very
expecting
good.
more of a more wood flavor.
Wanted more.
You want-
I want more wood. Yes. You know.
Yeah, it's very
No,
good.
I was expecting more wood being 13 years in a cask. I was expecting more of a
But more out character.
more char, more smoke because there's like no char or toast taste to it, which I really enjoy. But being 13 years in the barrel, that really mellowed it out to where it's not there.
So, Greg, I want to ask you. You said you didn't get a lot on the
I
nose,
did,
so I'm
but
just.
I just cleansed my palate. I just hit it for the
Good
second
idea.
time. I do get the honey. I do get the cinnamon. It's got a little bit of it's got a little burn. It's got a little spice, if you will. But my palate keeps coming back to on the far finish. It keeps coming back like peach.
Okay.
That's
You
kind
know,
of
what I'm getting heavy, and I'm sorry.
No, go.
Were you done?
Yeah.
I'm getting like a Malibu rum, like a coconut, like I'm sitting on the beach in Jamaica, and I got my tan on. I know, right?
There is a
It's
lingering
always
sweetness.
interesting how we can get all these different things, and I mean it's.
Oh my
I guess that's another thing I have to do research on because I was reading another article in the whiskey advocate talking about men and women have different. Different tastes are grouped by gender.
It's
But,
it's I won't say it's a long finish, but
No.
it's knocking on the door a long finish. It's kind of in between.
It's not a long finish on the throat. It's more of a long finish on the back of the tongue.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
was
down
gonna
in the
say,
throat
on the
anymore.
palate.
Yes.
It's more on the
Literally
back
on
of
the palate, there's
right,
a long-
because I'm getting a lot of black pepper,
Me too.
and I'm really enjoying that.
I said spicy.
I like
You're right.
that. I
agree.
love that. I do like that black pepper.
Yeah,
With enough, it has to have a little bit of sweetness to make it.
and that's what it is. It's like a
Yeah.
fresh black peppercorn with that apple or caramel sweetness. That's just making it like you want to taste more, but it's not in the back of your throat like most of them that will finish long. This is a nice long finish on the tongue for as thin as it feels, which is what's surprising to me.
This
'cause
is in
usually,
the ballpark of what I really want with a Kentucky bourbon.
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
This is what somebody should bottle.
Yeah.
I totally get why it won
Go ahead.
World's Best Bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What were you gonna say, hon?
No, I was just the second, my palate changed a little bit on the second taste. The third taste, it's the same palate. It definitely is spicy, no doubt about it. But
Spicy.
I still tasting it, so to say, still get that a little bit of cinnamon left, and I'm still getting that honey. But man, I still get that peach for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I get that Malibu rum. I
If you
gotta
add a
be
little-
on the beach drinking
If
this.
you add a little bit of water, the peach flavor that you're talking of comes out
Oh,
more
yeah.
prominent on the front.
All right. I do need to try a little bit of water
Yeah,
because it
it's-
is a high proof.
Yeah, but it does bring out a
So I
hell of a
wanna-
lot
I
more.
do want to try it with a splash here.
Shauna, what are you getting? I'm just curious what your thoughts are.
She's getting drunk. That's what she's doing.
She ain't threading the
It's hot
needle
down
anymore.
here.
I mean, I do think I like to add an ice cube, and it does bring out some of that peach flavor. But I get the spice, and I'm surprised at. Didn't you say it's only like 17% rye? It tastes drier. And
It is dry.
Like it
is.
tastes
Well,
much more
you
like
do-
a rye.
The long time oak contact.
Right.
The aging does add dryness.
Okay.
The tannins,
Change,
the
the
tannins
changing
from
of the
wood.
rick houses and all that
Tannins.
other stuff.
But
that
it
goes
kind
along
of
with it.
tastes more like if I had to guess what this was, I would have guessed it's a rye because of the
It does-
spiciness and the
It
dryness.
was almost
I-
like rye forward, wasn't
So
it?
I just added
and I didn't
water.
bring that up because it's like with such a small percentage.
But it.
And
Yeah.
two things came out that I've heard here tonight. That your peach, when I added a little bit of water and chocolate, like I got
Right.
a little bit of milk chocolate on the. Once I added a drop of water into this.
That drop of water tamed the spice.
But it's a quick.
Right.
To me, it's a quick finish. It's like you enjoy it on your tongue, and it's kind of gone.
Well, like I still get like a long finish on the palate, on the roof of my
Right.
mouth. It kind of lingers.
And the back of your lips are tingling.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my
almost
lips are- my
almost
lips-
getting a little bit numb.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
you get that little like
Almost
Novocaine.
Like
Yeah.
Novocaine, yeah.
But that's what I mean. Novocaine, you can't taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It like
it's
numbs
good.
instead of. I mean, I've had other bourbons that
I don't know.
have
That's a
flavor for
pleasant
a long
experience.
It's a delightful pour.
Mhm.
It really is.
The drop of water didn't
Now.
change my palate.
24
Best-
bucks for a pour? Yeah.
Now,
I was
best,
just
best,
gonna
I
ask.
agree with
best
that. I agree with
bourbon
that.
ever.
I agree with that.
Eh,
What's this?
But best bourbon ever?
World's
To-
Best Bourbon, 11 years and over.
To this point in time and day
No.
frame, I would 90% agree with that.
I would too.
Because,
Well, I'm saying it's a very nice bourbon.
I mean, it's one of the best ones I have had.
But the best one I've had to date was
Greg's
a
throwing
couple
stuff
years ago on the show. It was a
Russell's.
Russell's
Wild
Reserve
turkey.
single barrel select. As I recall, 6 years old. Yeah, I still don't think it's better than that in my opinion, but this is really good. I'd say it's even worth the money.
Do you know what it really tastes
Well,
like?
It's worth the money
With
that
some
I
hype.
bought it for.
Yeah, oh for
But it's
sure.
not worth the money that it is today.
You wouldn't pay $200 for it.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a little, well, that would be a little of a hyped price, but I mean, it's a very,
This would be one that a bunch of people go in on. You get a couple
Yeah,
people
yeah.
to go, like $20, and you sit there and you
Have
want
a
to
really-
I could have bought all 3 releases. I just said pick me one. I didn't care. I didn't ask what
But-
it was. I just like pick me one.
But the one tasting note it really tastes like more.
Help yourself.
Help yourself, you're close.
All right, let's go, Karen.
So I just want to say the notes that I found on the nose, it says, wait, no, I did the nose, palate. I didn't find anything on the website. They went straight to finish. But what I did find from the judges at San Francisco World Spirits Competition, they said it is dry, tropical fruit,
Peach.
caramel, vanilla, and milk chocolate, and a pronounced pepperiness.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll
I
take
think
all
we
of those,
touched on all those.
but the chocolate. I didn't get any
Well,
chocolate.
and I'm still.
And I don't know how peach is considered a tropical fruit.
I'm giving
Doesn't
G.
matter.
I'm
It's-
giving
it's
G
good.
a nod
Go ahead, I'm
because.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And we always share a lot of palate characteristics, but after I put the water in G, I got the peach. And
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't get it before that, but it really came out. So I'm with you. That wasn't a strange tasting note. So hey, tropical fruit, peach. I mean,
I'm getting that tropical,
Yeah.
that Malibu rum. Yeah.
I think you just need a vacation.
The finish, according to the
Margaritaville.
Buckner's website, says exotic spice, caramel notes are directly complemented by hints of buttery cream and cured tea leaves.
Oh. Okay.
I think somebody was studying out of class.
Oh,
I'm usually pretty right on, but
and the judges at San Francisco said it has a long peppery finish with a sweet caramel vanilla and hints of tropical fruit.
okay.
okay. Well,
I think-
I would
well,
say
that's-
that the Whiskey Roundtable crew did pretty good on.
Sure, I agree.
I think so
touching
also.
on a number of those.
Like I said,
Tasting
everybody's
notes.
palate's different. It
Yeah,
doesn't
for sure.
doesn't mean we don't like it. Blah blah blah.
Look, that's the
everybody's
fun
tasting
of
it.
tasting
Sure.
whiskey with friends,
Absolutely.
right?
And the fun thing is, it paired well with the cigar. It
Oh,
really
yeah.
paired
Oh,
well with
good.
that
this.
is another
Good.
factor.
It paired
which I don't
really,
have.
really well with Greg's pick there. The,
Someday I'm
60.
gonna try one of these cigar things because it looks
Well,
like it's
you want a
lot of
secondhand
fun.
smoke? I'll help you.
Yeah, we can both smoke it.
Okay.
Okay.
Boy,
that
I'll tell you
was
what, man. That
amazing.
year of not smoking really, really did me in. But I'm really happy I'm back.
Welcome back. So what do we got?
You know, I'm just curious if anyone online has tried
yeah.
this before.
That's
No.
that's
Oh my gosh. We've
That's a
got,
very
like-
rare bottle.
This is usually
Yeah.
like we looked at Jen, but she's not.
I was-
on.
No,
I wasn't
we,
go-
we got like no one online.
I was not going to.
Well, we didn't mean that for those of you who are online.
Well, no, I mean like no additional
Yeah.
comments.
We
online.
usually have, yeah.
I was-
Doesn't mean
I
it's
was-
normal.
I bought that bottle a few years ago, and I was never going to open it because I always say every time I buy something over $100, it always disappoints. So that's how I got to that saying that quality doesn't dictate, good products, so to say. But
And
anyway,
you bought this for what again?
it was $125, and they had
That
three
was a-
different bottles. They had the first release. That's the first release bottle, but
Can you
so.
grab the bottle? I just want to see the.
I can grab that.
I just want to pour a little bit more.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
no, go ahead.
intercepted.
You got cock blocked.
Go
you
ahead,
go.
tell your
There you go.
story.
We're,
No,
we're
I'm
doing
just
chicken
saying-
cock next week.
There you go. So I was just saying that if I would have known it was going to go up to $200, I would have bought the other 2 bottles. I just was like because I'm like, no, I'm going to buy these 3 bottles and they're going to be terrible, and I'm not going to do it. So I just bought the 1 bottle. I just told them pick a bottle. So they had 3 different bottles. They had the same bottle, 3 different juice. Okay. So but that's the one that I picked, and it's a good bottle.
100%.
But and is it something I need to have on my bar? No,
Well,
sorry.
that sounds like we're getting a little premonition to your scoring, but
Correct.
I
I-
want to say the reason why
Yeah.
I grabbed this is because it is a single barrel,
Mhm.
and I just wanted to let everybody know which barrel we have.
I think
we
Bob and I are
have
going to be alive.
Barrel
What are you doing?
number 42, bottle
You
number
need to get a
52.
little splash more of this.
So barrel number 42 is what this
Okay,
comes.
well, I'm a fan of barrel
Is that-
42.
is this mine for me or you?
Could you pour a little bit for me?
And
Just
Bob-
not a full pour.
And Bob needs a
Is
little.
that good?
Bob
Yeah,
needs a
that's
little bit
good.
more of that.
Wow.
So anyway, all right, let's keep moving, kids.
I'm not going anywhere soon.
Let's keep
Okay, well,
We want to get
yeah,
into the
let's
scoring.
get into our scoring. So,
I will revisit this one because it
Greggy,
does taste
what-
like more.
Greggy, what do you think? You kind of gave us a preview that you said this
Premonition,
wasn't
yeah, let's-
going to be something you had to have on your bar. So,
so
I'm
I'm gonna
curious.
guess it. I'm gonna predict your score is under 4, based on what you said.
I'm a 3-9.
Okay, so just a little bit under that. I you know, okay, I don't want to give it away, but let's just say Gene and I often agree. So
All right, Doug. Well, let's walk into what you got.
I'm gonna just slide in on a 3.95.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh,
I
0.95.
You watched The Price is Right when you were
Yeah,
sick
exactly.
as a kid, didn't you?
really love. I
Hey,
like so
hey,
much
Doug,
about
welcome
this.
home.
Yeah.
Wow, you're number one.
I mean, there's so much I like about this. It's just, it's just under that. I gotta have it all the time.
Yeah.
And I try to stick to that on the scores now. I try to is this really something I'm gonna invest in? So I always
There-
have some.
there-
It's right there. I mean, it's so good.
The reason why I did the 3.9 is because of this, and I think this would make
Yeah.
sense to everybody. I don't know what bottle they tried. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Or barrel
Well, true. That
or-
happens
yeah.
with any
right.
single
Okay.
barrel
So
kind of
that was the
situation.
bottle that I received, and I'm not disappointed in the bottle. I just, I just thought, for the money again, it was, if it was $90, I'd have been a little bit happier, But at the end of the day, price doesn't, determine, product. So anyway,
Exactly.
long story short, that's why I made the 3.9, because every bottle, the 3 bottles that they first released were different, and I don't know what bottle I have. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, it's respectful. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It's a
I-
respectful bottle. Really.
For sure. For sure.
So, Doug, I know you're more of a Scotch whiskey guy, and we were talking before the show. One of the highest rated you gave was Russell's Reserve. Maybe we were talking about it here,
Yes. Yeah. It was one of the.
and that was what is that? That's the one that you rated really high. What year
That was the
that?
single barrel select.
Oh yeah.
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 What I'm just wondering if it falls in the same category that they rated this in. So this
Yeah.
was like 11 year and over. Was that
I think that was a 6-year.
okay?
Yeah, it
so
was a
it was
6-year.
different
You're right. I think it
categories.
was a 6-year.
Okay.
I'm almost positive
It
you're
hit
right
on
on
all
that.
cylinders. I remember. Yeah.
Okay, different
Uh,
category.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So what your what was your score? I'm sorry, Doug.
395.
3.95. You were 3.9,
3.9.
and
Okay.
Karen.
I have my score already penciled in,
Nice.
and I give this a 4.30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will
Wow.
say I am not a bourbon drinker.
Okay.
I like Scotch.
That's for the 3. That's for the 4.3. So anything
I-
over 4, we give a cheer out. So
I like some of the tamer things. So if I put this, I'm trying to rank this along other bourbons that I've had, and I that's why I score it higher, because some of the
that's
bourbons are a little bit too stringent, too hot, too much for me. Where this one it's a nice, solid, smooth, sweet bourbon, and
I
at
mean, I would-
122 proof,
yeah.
I just think it's awesome.
I mean, what again? I paid $125 for the bottle. It's over $200 now. If it was over 200, if I would have bought it for $200 and some dollars, I would have just dumped it in the garbage.
Oh hell
Well,
no, you
I mean,
wouldn't.
look,
So I
we're-
mean, I'm that way.
But we're talking about whiskey. We
Because
don't.
we're not talking,
The price
you know-
is a kind of a
Right.
separate entity, but
I understand, but
yeah.
Well, don't dump it in the garbage until.
No, it's a nice bottle.
My
It's a
new
nice
name is
bottle.
garbage.
I'm not. I am
Nice to meet you.
I am not complaining. I am not complaining about the drink. I am
No, I know,
like,
I
you
know.
know, what I bought it for and what they're paying for it now. There's no way I would never buy it again.
I would all day long.
But it's a good bottle
All
for
day
that
long.
money. I'm cool with it. That's all I have
Yeah,
to
it's
say.
a very.
What do you
Yeah,
got, Bob?
Bob.
What I have.
Do you know anything about bourbon?
A little bit,
All
just
right.
a little bit. I'm not a professional. I just drink on hobbies and
Days that end
days
in
and
Y.
why. Yeah, today, tomorrow. But here's the thing: attainability. It means a lot to me.
Yes.
So this is why my score is on there. It's
Obtainability?
Obtainability.
Yeah, your ability to
Your
go out and
ability
buy it.
to go out and buy it.
For those of you that
it
don't touch
doesn't-
Bob,
Right.
It doesn't
Find
do
it,
well
grab it.
on that.
Right.
On that.
They want to spend that money. Go ahead.
Right. Well, I mean, you would spend the money if it's on the shelf all the time. I mean, special bottles are great. This is truly one of those special bottles
Yeah.
that I would buy for myself or somebody that was really close to me, my son,
Yeah.
whoever.
me.
Yeah, yes, near and dear. I'm going with a solid 3-1.
3-1.
3-1
Wow.
for the simple fact of attainability.
You just blew the curve.
It's not a curve, but I mean, this
Attainability
is true.
wasn't one of our criteria.
But it's one of mine. But I mean, this is one of those that if I had unlimited budgets and everything else, I mean, we're Whiskey Roundtable. I mean, you should have everything that's obtainable.
I
And
agree.
this is-
Well, in
and
general, that is
and we
something
generally
to
do
try.
that.
But-
But this is a special
So-
bottle.
sure.
But being a special bottle, I would do a split score. I would give this like a 4.0 if it was easily attainable.
I get it.
Okay,
Did you say-
but
Did you
3-1.
say 4-0?
I said 4.0 if it was easily attainable.
Yeah.
But my thing is gift factor, obtainability.
Yeah.
But the is solid juice, solid product, wonderful pour. I really do enjoy this. This is great. If it was more
Available.
accessible,
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
it would be
I get
great.
you.
But these are the special bottles. Why they're over $100? You know me, I'm cheap. I like to I like to drink something that everybody else can. But $26 a shot, I would pay that all day long to sit at a bar and drink that.
I want to talk to you a little bit more about your obtainability, your availability reasoning. We'll do that after the show.
Yeah, but I mean, it's but it is one of those things. I mean, it's a 3-1, solid 3-1.
Shauna, what do you give that?
I give it a 3.6.
3.6.
Okay.
And I would say mostly because it was astringent to me. Like, and I don't know if that's the proof,
High
although
proof,
I
yeah.
did add an ice cube and did it again. And I've had other bourbons that are just a lot more flavorful. So, I mean, it was good,
Wow.
but it was not, for me, my palate, I mean, I've been eating popcorn. So maybe that tainted my
It's
palate.
never
one I
popcorn
definitely
fault.
That's where she got the buttery from.
Colonel E.H. Taylor, single small batch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that would
flavorful.
be-
This was it was thin, and
Wow, yeah.
it didn't really have like the finish that I like.
You know who would like this? Is Sidecar.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sidecar to drink that whole bottle.
Oh my god.
I think this is one of those bottles that you have on your shelf and you bring out to blow everybody's doors off.
Sure.
That would be the bottle that hey,
You might
you know
never
what?
see that bottle again.
Right. And then when that last pour goes, you just sit there and you get that satisfaction.
No. They'll never see that bottle again.
But yeah, when you drink the last drop of that, that's really a really great thing, knowing that it's never going to be available anywhere. Nobody can recreate that again.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's the
I
speciality.
I
kept it. It was a special bottle.
Yep.
I
kept
do
it
like
for.
that
I
about
kept it
single
for
bottle.
years. Couple of years. I kept it. Literally, probably 3 or 4 years. I've had that bottle.
Yeah, and it's
So-
not going to probably last the
Bogarting.
night.
Right, so,
Yeah, we were,
and that's fine. I don't.
when
really
you
have
and
a
I were
problem.
looking at bottles to do, that was one I said, well, don't do that till I come back.
Right. Did you like the scotch? Did you-
Oh,
the
The
oh,
Chivas
yeah, oh, I
13?
did. I love that. Well, it's one of the better blendeds I've ever had. So
You do really?
Yeah, yeah.
For $30 a bottle.
That's a great bottle.
now
I gave it a whole bottle.
maybe a little edge to the one you gave me as a Christmas was an 18 Chivas. So.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that was a little,
Yeah.
Was that the Doers?
No,
No,
the
the
Chivas
Chivas.
18.
Oh, the
18.
Chivas. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I think I just wanted to give them a shout out. They were one of our
Yeah.
very, 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 very first practice shows,
Yeah.
and we did a royal salute, and we sent to them the distillery and they came back. They came back to us and said, "Thank you for we've been revamping our thing. Thank you for doing the show for us and this and that." It was great, you know. So that's why I said I went back to Chevis,
Yeah.
and we have more Chevis to go through. So
You reminded me, a lot of the distilleries I was at on my travels, I eventually get to talking about what we do here. And, oh, yeah, link us on your show notes. Yeah, a lot of them were very, very receptive to want to get involved. So,
right.
you often hear that. Who knows? We'll have to see. But they were very intrigued by what we do. And so,
I'm intrigued by what we do.
yeah.
Sure.
All of us are, but
I hear you.
we want that to expand beyond this room. But that's
Do we have a bottle cam coming up by
We
any
do
chance?
have a
We do
bottle
have a
cam.
bottle.
I
We
was
do.
waiting for you to
Greg's
ask.
So
keeping
I
us
was
on task here today.
Whoa!
Oh, hey
Almost burned
now.
my wiener.
Oh,
But
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so
Can
we'll-
we get into the bottle cam?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take
let's
a
go
ride
to the
on
bottle cam before
what
Greg-
we're going to be doing next week.
All right.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
All right, we are back.
All right.
we're back.
So I'm sorry, there was a lot of chatter, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm getting
I
I'm getting
can't-
lambasted for my scoring.
No,
No, but that's a reasonable score for
Yeah.
what.
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I will. I don't have a problem
No, no.
saying exactly the stuff that you say.
But
so.
I mean, it's true. I mean, it's like I'm the new guy coming in. I'm gonna blow the curve every time because that's me. I go against the
Oh,
grain.
you don't like.
Uh oh.
We have a new taster in the crowd, and we're getting a funny face over there.
Put a little water in it.
I don't think it has any.
Thumbs
water.
up, thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
well, he's just coming off
Because
the
it's 122
street without
proof.
any pre-gaming or anything. He's got a nice. Remember, this is a 121 proof.
Virgin time.
Virgin
122.
tongue.
Yeah. But again, my scoring is completely different because I'm a blue collar guy. Bourbon is a luxury. You do expect to drink some expensive stuff. But it's fun to drink the small stuff, the local stuff,
Sure. I mean,
Absolutely.
not the Jim Beams, not the Jack Daniels, not the Maker's Marks, the new people coming up.
The locals.
The right.
The local.
And then
The
like we
local-
did, and like we did last week, going back and visiting our parents' whiskeys.
Sure.
That is amazing.
That was awesome.
That was, I was blown away by that. This, like I said, special bottle, I would have it and I would bring it out to blow away my friends. And every one of them would go, yeah, this is good stuff. And that bottle wouldn't last. You pour the last shot, and everybody's going to cry because we're not going to have that one anymore.
Well, we always try to stick to the program, but if there's a specialty bottle,
And that's perfect.
if we want to open it, then we're going to do it. And most of those people will already recognize that we may not have it in Ohio, but we may have it in Pennsylvania, or we may have it in New York, or in Indiana, or whatever.
But I did do a split
Florida,
score.
blah blah blah. So no,
that's
but
fine.
seriously,
Fine.
so there's some bottles that say you'll never get this bottle again. And then, when I travel, or my friends travel, they'll set me up to make sure I have the whole run of the liquor store, and you'd be surprised what you find that is no longer available.
Yep.
So it is what it is. But
I won't forget is that I went to Philadelphia and I bought Dead Guy Rogue bourbon. I don't know if you guys remember when the
I
beer
know the
came out
beer.
with that.
I know
okay.
the beer. Yep.
I bought it when I was out in Philadelphia because it wasn't on the OHLQ. I said, oh, hell, I'm going to buy this. It was $60 a bottle. I come back to Ohio, find out it was on closeout in Ohio for $30 a bottle. You know, like, okay, because Ohio didn't like it. So Ohio closed it out, canceled it, and
I thought you were going to do the W.C. Fields line. I went to Philadelphia and the place was closed.
oh no, no, I found a lot of places that don't close when I'm in Philly.
Oh, Bob's
I
here.
kept a lot of
Everyone
open.
died.
Yep, no, I kept them open.
When I do the tasting, I try to do it as if I was blindfolded. I don't know anything about the whiskey, and I don't know anything about what it costs, or I try to do it independent of us. At least that's the way I try to do it.
Right.
All right.
Anyway.
let's what do we have on the scroll? And let's close it out.
I
Let's get
think
out
we
of here.
should just we should just close it out. We're way late.
We're so far off track.
Yeah. Rob from up north just said fancy shelves on the bottle can.
What's up, Nort?
We had
Miss
to,
you, bro. Hope I
we
see
had
you in
to
October.
improvise with the vacation. So
We're trying. He's trying to figure out what his schedule is, and anyway, and I'm hoping, you know, at some point up north, he was here for a weekend, and we drug his little ass everywhere, and so I'm kind of hoping that there's a potential that may happen again. So I hope it does, and I hope he's feeling better, and I know that he's been enjoying his time. So anyway,
and your wife
Love
is
you.
always welcome.
Yeah, your wife is always welcome.
Just one last thing before we go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Into the closeouts. I spent a little time on the OHLQ this week because I got a little time on my hands now. But in the OHLQ, any of y'all can log in there. They have a really good section. There's the one article I was reading about how to do tastings. They had a flavor wheel with a flavor profile, the color, all that good stuff, and how to do tasting notes. So, I mean, the OHLQ has got a lot of really good articles, go out and hit it. It's really cool.
I agree.
Nice,
I
very
agree.
nice. Good information.
All right, kids, you guys ready to rock out?
I
think
am.
We are.
What do you got for closing quotes there, son?
Well, this is one that we've done before, a couple years ago, but this is Johnny Carson. Happiness is having a rare steak, a bottle of whiskey, and a dog to eat the rare steak.
All right, kids. Thanks for watching the show. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Until then, Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Bourbon Bob.
All right, kids.
Peace
Catch
and
you
love.
next
See you
week,
next
bro.
time,
Be
folks.
careful.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing numbs the pain like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell